Okay, everybody, welcome to Lab 7. Right after you have copied and pasted the code to the IDE, we are going to start learning a few things about this wonderful sensor. So this is a humidity and temperature sensor called dhtLab7. The first part where you say uncomment whatever type you're using, we're going to use the dhtLab7, so this is the one that we uncommented. There are some other sensors such as AM2302, AM2321, etc. So in this case, the one that it's connected to the shield is this one. So that's why we take out the comments and we leave it as it is. Okay. Next, we're going to decide what pins are we connecting. So it says connect pin 1 on the left of the sensor to 5 volts. Remember that we have a shield, but if you buy the sensor by itself, you would actually get 4 pins. Now looking from left to right, you will see pin 1, pin all the way to pin 4. Okay, so pin 1 pretty much goes to 5 volts. Now pin 4 is connected to ground. Okay, now pin 2, which is the sensor that goes to whatever pin we're using on the Arduino. In our case, we are going to use pin number 4 of the Arduino. Okay, so the other one is we need to connect a 10K connector, 10K resistor to pin number 2. Now on our shield, all of this is already connected. The ground, the 5 volts, the pin, and the 10K are already connected to our board. Okay, now let's start by initializing the DHT sensor. That's the first part of the code. Everything else was were just comments. Okay, so the first thing is to initialize. We create an object of DHT, which includes the pin and the type of sensor that we are using. Okay, in our case it's pin number 4, which is printed on the shield. Now we're going to start our serial monitor in order to see what the temperature is receiving, or what the sensor is actually understanding from the variables. Okay, we also begin the DHT sensor. These are the two devices that we are going to start: the protocol, the communication protocol, and of course the DHT sensor. Now we're going to go to our loop and let's start reading a little bit how our sensor sends information. Now I'm going to create an integer variable where I am going to store the temperature. So I use the object dht dot and the method read temperature, and then I create another variable called humidity, or whatever you want to call it, and then dht dot read humidity. So these two variables are stored, each one of them, in each variable. Now I'm going to print the temperature. I'm going to leave a little space, and then I'm going to print the humidity. I can even, in order to look better, I can say serial.print, and then I want to print the temperature and see how it looks. So it's a little bit more organized, and then I print the temperature. Then right over here, I'm going to leave a space, and then I'm going to say humidity, and I'm going to leave another space, and then write the humidity. And there's a difference between these and the last function. These all say print. The last one says print line. So at the end of writing the humidity variable, it will just take the cursor one line below. Okay, so let's go and let's click on the compiling the sketch. Now we're going to upload that sketch to our Arduino. Let's make sure, of course, that the COM is correct and the Arduino is correct. Now, guys, before you actually upload, you might get an error that says include dht.h. If you do not have this library, it is a very simple fix. You go to include library, manage libraries, and you're going to download or install the DHT library. You might already have it. Okay, so you're going to click on the library manager, and you're going to look for DHT. Just type in DHT. You're going to look for DHT sensor library. This is the one that I'm looking for. There are others, DHT sensor libraries. You want the one that says DHT, all capital case, sensor library. You're going to click on install, and as soon as you have that, this error will be gone. Okay, so now let's click on upload. We're uploading our device, and We don't see anything on the board though. What we are going to do is check for the variables that that are being read by the sensor. So we're going to click on the serial monitor. We're going to start seeing all these variables. So we have temperatures 27 degrees Celsius, and we have a humidity of 54%. This is percentage, and this is pretty much the temperature that it's right now. So just in case, if you guys want to see the difference or see different temperatures change or humidity, there are different ways to do it. One is you can breathe on top of the sensor, and you can start seeing the temperatures change, or even the humidity. Okay, I invite you to do that and try testing different types.